Good morning, folks. This is another day in the life with me on the weekend. So settle in, grab a cuppa, and thank you so much for being here. So as somebody who's really focused on holistic wellness and holistic beauty, I really do what I can to make sure that I'm doing things cyclically. And one of the things that's been really a game changer for me is starting my morning with hot water. So this morning I woke up and I boiled some water to add to my thermos for the day, my first thermos of the day, so that I can periodically be sipping on hot water just to help jumpstart my,
Your first thermos of the day. There's been a lot of times where you drink hot water.
I know, I'm narrating a video and I'm talking about this morning. Like on the video, I can see myself doing that. That's why I'm saying it. Yeah, it's pretty cool. It's kind of like time travel and art mixed together. That's why I love videos. Well, that's one reason I love them. Yeah.
I was going to say, is that one reason or is that the three?
Makes sense. So I filled up my first thermos of the day. Drinking hot water really helps with your circulation. And it's really important. And then especially, for women, a womb is like a portal, awesome, everything. And it's just like a giant black hole inside of us. So we have to protect ourselves from cold. That's why we're supposed to wear socks and drink hot things more often. And that's like a really blunt way of saying it, but you can study traditional Chinese medicine or Ayurveda to learn more of the subtle delicacies of, internal heat management and stuff. But I would say that everyone who wants to could start their day with hot water and will probably see a massive improvement, less bloating, more health, and more overall energy. Definitely more healthier poops. So drinking hot water in the morning is a plus for me. Check. Little cosign. And then as you see, I'm adding my layers on. So I put on this nice jacket just to make sure that I'm staying warm when I start the day in those cold hours of the morning. I don't remember. I think that might be I think the liver hour is like 3 to 5 a.m. And then after that, I'm not sure what it is. Maybe it's kidneys or lungs, maybe lungs. But anyway, it's a time of day. No, I do not. When you want to stay warm. Sorry, honey.
It's okay, Mommy.
Thank you, honey.
It's okay, Mama.
So I put on my Minnetonkas and I put on my jacket before I got ready to do the dishes because I said to myself, you got to make sure that you're guarding your energy. And especially so today, this weekend, we have the blue moon. We have the full moon, the blue moon this weekend. And it's a super, super rare lunation. And it's one of the biggest planetary events of the year, to be perfectly honest with you. We're not going to see another blue moon for I think a year or two. So it's a really powerful time. And whatever your belief system is, the full moons always provoke a different kind of energy, especially in those who are sensitive to energy. So I wanted to just make sure to be giving myself all the extra space and time now. So there's no lashing out or when nerves are tense, I just have that extra. I pour into myself. And then when things when my patience gets thin or whatever the case may be, I can just I've kind of built up a reserve of healing for my nervous system energy, right? I've have a little store of calm within me. So at the times when I do feel irritated or frustrated or whatever the case may be, I can just tap into some of my reserve of calm, which for me, it's important to have a lot of, especially around such an important full moon. We think about the way that the full moon is set up in the sky. The night sky is usually typically pretty dark. But then with the full moon, it's very, very bright. You can see all the stars, you can see all the trees, you can see each other differently. So a full moon is always kind of revealing and showing a face of something differently. A full moon can affect the subconscious. It can show things that were unseen or unknown. Secrets can come up. What was buried becomes exposed, right? Especially as it comes to your secrets and your subconscious. So it's really important to just go with the flow of what the full moon says. If you feel super awake at night, don't be surprised. Just take notice of what energies are coming up for you. If you feel super exhausted and irritated, take note of that too. You know, the full moon is illuminating, it's teaching us something. So it's like, what is this full moon here to teach us? So for me, I guess I'm here to teach y'all a little bit about some of my wellness practices that have helped me stay cool throughout the times. So I'm happy to do that. Happy to share that stuff with you. So, you know, in order to be successful with anything, there are 2 key components. That's it. Are you ready? Pen and paper. Consistency and discipline. That's it. That's it. No matter what you're trying to do, you have to have consistency and discipline. And, you know, Bruce Lee said that thing about, like, you know, an ordinary man doing something like 10,000 times rather than like one person who's super talented doing something once. And it basically goes to say that anyone who, you know, puts in that work is going to see those results. It doesn't matter if you think like, you know, I don't have the talent, or I'm not good enough, or whatever. It couldn't be me. It can be you. You just have to have consistency and discipline. So for me, having consistency and discipline around doing the dishes has literally changed my life. And it might seem silly or small, and that's probably a story for another time. But, you know, doing your work with consistency and discipline will also teach you humility. And I think in order to succeed in life, you have to have a level of humility. You have to know how and when to be humble when you approach different situations in your life. And it will get you very far. Humility will get you very far in life, like really and truly. So that's some of the philosophy around my morning and taking my quiet time and doing my dishes before my kiddo woke up. So, drinking hot water. Oh, I made myself a nice cup of tea, chamomile and honey and vanilla tea. And it's a great morning. So, I don't know. I feel like I should do something for this full moon now that I built it up so much and I'm talking so much about it. It is a really powerful time of year. And of a few years. So, yeah, let me know in the comments. Are you doing anything for the full moon? Will you be taking pictures of the full moon? Do you drink hot water in the morning? Are your dishes done? And how are you? Anyway, thanks so much for watching. I do have a newsletter if you want to sign up and get monthly updates from me and see what I'm doing. It's Balkan Bruja, just like my name here, .wordpress.com. You can also find that link over on my Instagram and Threads. Okay, bye. Chat to you soon. XOXO. Mwah.